Hello.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Welcome to the latest episode of the Cheapest Podcast. I'm Maximus, the main cheapest critic in my original plans. I'm with...
Madison.
Justin.
See, this is why the camera would have worked. But no.
No.
No camera.
Yeah, and that's the other thing.
We're not giving into propaganda.
They don't want to have the camera. So, still image.
Yeah. I got some grievances there. It's called a podcast. You listen to it. You listen to podcasts.
There's things such called a video
We got beef
podcast.
with our viewers.
There's a thing such as a video podcast.
Okay. Well, this did not start out as a video.
I wanted it to
podcast.
become a video podcast, but I had shit equipment.
But it's.
Now I have slightly less shit equipment.
I am not a fan of video. I don't take pictures. I do not do good on film.
Justin is just internet Bigfoot.
I am a voice. I am a voice, and that is what I have always wanted to be, is just a voice.
So, like I said to you earlier, you should just develop your own online persona, play Minecraft, and then eventually, when you have the self-esteem, you take off your mask and then you just
Oh my god.
And then I launch my rap career. Fix it and free.
We just straight up stole that.
What?
From Distractables.
What?
You didn't know that was stolen?
No. You could have told me. Now I'm
It's literally in the record.
now I'm a fucking joke thief. Thank you.
You'll be forgiven.
You're lucky no one fucking watches this. Oh my god.
This is practice for when we have big platforms.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get
canceled.
We're gonna get canceled because we're using a joke that the Distractable Podcast made one fucking time.
Dude. I didn't want to be a joke thief.
You're not a joke thief.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Ignorance of the fact is not an excuse.
We definitely told you where it came from
Ignorance
before.
is an excuse.
Yes, we did. We absolutely
We
did.
absolutely did.
There's no way.
We absolutely
Yes,
did.
we did. The first time we said it.
There's
That's
no
got to
way.
be there in the recording
Then
somewhere.
I must have been high or something.
That would be a
Look,
twist.
what you do in your free time before we get here is your business.
Shut the hell up. Thing number one was the box office news. Oh boy.
Zooey mama.
Stop.
We had a brand new opening at the box office. We had a big movie come out. And that's right. It was The Fabulous Four, baby. It was the third old person movie of the summer. It made $1 million in 1,000 theaters. Barely counts as a wide release. So, ignoring that, we had Deadpool and Wolverine.
I'm worried about this movie.
Why?
I don't think it's gonna be good. If it is good, it's gonna be the last one that's good, because there's no way they're making 4 good Deadpool movies. I do not have faith in them to do that.
This is Disney's first one.
Yeah.
First rated
I
R.
really don't have faith in that.
First rated R superhero movie by Disney.
I mean, number 2 already wasn't as good as number 1.
That's interesting, because I think it's better than part 1.
Really?
Deadpool 2? Yeah.
No, I don't like Deadpool 2 more than Deadpool 1.
I think it's funnier.
He has an ass pen. He will stab you with it.
Juggernaut in that movie.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
rip you in half now.
I enjoyed the romance in the first one. So it really
thought
got
was
me into the
boring.
story of that. I don't know. I just like their romance. Okay, I was fucking.
You just like
I was
romances.
15.
You just like romance. Every single thing we've talked about, all you liked about them is the romance.
I like to kick my feet and giggle. I'm sorry.
So your brother put you in that suit? Yeah, but he's in a wheelchair, so even Stevens.
So,
The only thing I know about this movie is that it's got Deadpool and Wolverine and a dog.
I've been intentionally avoiding trailers aside from the ones that we see when we go to the theater.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing that I know so far is that they have what looks to be some pretty giant sets.
So they actually filmed in real areas, which for Disney Marvel they don't really do anymore.
Like, what's the one set they had in the one trailer was like a giant Fox logo, right?
I'm not gonna say why it's.
So, Always Sunny.
No, we didn't even talk about the box office yet.
Ah!
Spoiler alert.
So Deadpool and Wolverine was on all of our top 10 lists because it was a very predictable thing.
Yep.
Would you guys like to explain why the MCU movie was on your top 10 most successful movie predictions?
It's the only character in Marvel anymore that, I care about, and I feel a lot of other people care about anymore.
I chose it because when did number 2 come out?
2018.
Okay, so yeah, it's been fucking 6 years since we've seen Deadpool.
But what about Once Upon a Deadpool?
That's for
God.
fucking babies.
That was Disney's attempt to make it PG-13.
And also that had fucking what's-his-face in it, so who even watched it? Fred Savage? Who even fucking
Well.
watched it?
It made some money, not this amount of money. We'll get to that in a sec.
But I don't know. I think most people enjoyed Deadpool, and Deadpool's not yet part of the MCU, so he's not part of that MCU garbage that everybody got tired of.
Yeah, I think of Deadpool as his own separate thing.
And
well, that's because he was a part of the Fox thing.
I also think
Yeah.
that it's been long enough without, super hardcore superhero movies like they were poisoning the well several years ago.
Remember The Flash last year?
All right, but that's DC. They're
Yeah.
putting out their own bullshit movies
Yeah,
that nobody
this
goes to
is,
see
so this
anyway,
is the only MCU movie coming out this year.
which is good. One movie, and it's not tied into all the other bullshit except for its previous 2 movies.
Well, it's tied.
Well, now it's tied into, I guess, the fucking timeline keeper people from fucking Loki and stuff.
but that
or
was
whatnot.
cool enough. Anyway, so the movie did well. Okay, it opened with $211 million, which is above the estimate that they had, and it's making even more money throughout the week. So, Furiosa at the box office game is dead. All of us lose a point.
Damn.
Yeah, sad. However, we all had Deadpool and Wolverine on our list. I had it at number 2.
So we gain a point. Evens it out.
Yes. I had it at number 2. You had it at number 6, Madison. Justin had this movie at number 8. What kind of unhinged logic was that? This was a pretty slam dunk.
Yeah.
Because I thought
in
it was
retrospect.
because I thought it would be in the top 10, but I didn't think it would be that high up considering everything else that was coming out.
Well, look how it went. But so very quickly, it's at number 3 right now. It'll be number 2 by this next week. In fact, by tomorrow, when we go see the movie, it would already have made more money than Despicable Me 4. So
Good fuck Despicable Me.
it's still making the top 10. I'm sorry.
Which means that they're still gonna churn out movies.
Yeah, they announced Minions 3 for 2026.
Lord.
Dude, I, like I said before, I didn't even know that they made a Minions 2.
It got delayed by 2 years because of COVID. And then the Gentle Minions trend saved that.
That was God trying to tell them to stop. The minions
The
caused COVID.
So the current top 10 is the Garfield movie, which was on me and Madison's list. So that's great.
Yeah, unfortunately I had to fold.
Now the question is, will Garfield be on this list by the end of the summer? That's the movie. That's like the $91 million. Who's making that sound?
Me, sorry. Playing with my pop socket.
Number
That sounds
9.
dirty.
Stop popping your socket.
Number 9 right now is The Fall Guy, if this is on this list,
I can't believe that movie has made it this far.
neither.
I've completely forgotten about it.
And it's still gonna lose a ton of money, but
That's fucking over Furiosa. Like how?
because
That's
the female audience,
wow.
they like.
The Barbie hype.
Barbenheimer.
Then
People wanted to
then
see
we
Ryan
have
Gosling.
If, which is probably locked at this point. Madison is the only one who gets a point for
Hell
that.
yeah.
Fucking annoying movie.
I knew it's Ryan Reynolds and it's a kids movie. It was a slam dunk.
It's
Are
not
you
a slam,
shitting
it's
me?
losing money, but it's
I
For the top
refuse.
10.
It's
I
on the
refuse-
list.
yeah. For our game, it's good.
I
For their bottom
refuse.
line, it's not.
No. Well, I don't give a fuck about their
I
bottom line.
refuse to watch that movie simply for that annoying ass Steve Carell voice.
Well, guess if we ever recommend it,
I
from
swear to God.
podcast-
I swear to God. Don't make me pull a moist critical.
Wow.
You're already threatening to. Then we have A Quiet Place Day 1 locked for the list. Twisters, which will be above Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and Bad Boys soon. How high will it go after that? Will it catch Minions Part 6? Probably not. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Bad Boys, Deadpool and Wolverines 3, Despicable 4's 2, and number 1 is going to probably still be Inside Out 2. It's a healthy lead. I don't know if Deadpool can catch up, but only time will tell. And I already have them informed of the movies coming out this fall, so they hopefully have some time to research. They're not going to research. I already can tell.
Oh god, I had
Oh.
Borderlands on my list. That one could go either way.
It's not.
Because I feel because it's a stupid
It's
movie.
gonna be a stinker. The
It's a
buzz
stupid
around it is
movie,
so
but
bad.
mm,
What do you think, Justin? Do you think Borderlands is gonna be a success? Well, I guess the question is it gonna be a success or is it gonna make the
Well,
top 10?
No, the question is, are people tired of seeing Kevin Hart yet?
Dude, Kevin Hart has not been in a theatrical movie since Jumanji 2.
I already told you, and
Jumanji 3.
I'm gonna say it on the podcast so there is an official record. When this movie comes out, there will be some joke about Kevin Hart being small.
They already have it in the
Probably,
trailer.
it's in the trailer.
For the second trailer that they
Oh,
released. That I saw.
I
on
didn't see
YouTube.
the. I only saw the first one.
When
They
he
already.
dude, when he uses the gun, that's
That's what I thought it was going to be because they always have a scene of him using a big ass gun and then it blows him halfway across the room and everybody thinks
Well,
it's the funniest thing ever.
I don't think it's gonna be like that
Because he's like
it's
5 foot.
Borderlands.
It was funny because I think it was the first time that they did it. The first time when I watched, what was that cop movie that he was in?
Ride
With
Along or
yeah,
Central Intelligence?
probably.
it was right.
Probably
along.
Ride Along.
He used a,
When he
they-
used-
he
yeah,
took
the
him to
shotgun.
the shooting range and he used a shotgun and it fucking blows him back into the wall.
But the thing is that
Because it was the
Kevin-
first time they had done that.
so Kevin Hart, like, ignore all that because he hasn't been in like a big movie in a while. The big question is, do people care about Borderlands? And 2, is the movie going? Like, is the movie actually good?
One, because didn't Jumanji do well?
I mean,
And this
yes,
very
but
much
that's a
feels
kids'
like.
movie.
This
This
feels
is-
a lot like that movie.
This movie has a joke about Jack Black as a robot shitting lead and having people watch him.
Yeah, Borderlands should be more of a mature audience because the games were.
I
mature.
don't know. I think those
You
popular
think
people
it's
are
gonna
going
be-
to.
You think
I think it's
beat
gonna attract a
Garfield?
younger
Dude, everybody
crowd.
who played the original Borderlands game is now definitely an adult.
I don't think it's gonna beat Garfield. I think
So
Garfield's probably a slam dunk
So
in terms of
that's
Chris Pratt moms and also children.
well. The thing is that it. So the thing is that what it needs to be in order to make the top 10 and for you to get a point all to yourself. You would also lose a point because Garfield was on your list. But still. In terms of other movies coming out this August that are on our top 10. Longlegs came out for you, Justin, and I don't think it's going to reach 90 million. But I will say, you did predict it would do well, so I tip my hat to you and you actually choosing good movies for people to go see.
I didn't even know what Long Legs was until like 2 weeks before it came out.
Well, because we saw the trailers and it was like, oh god.
Yeah, the first trailer I saw it was at 3 in the morning on YouTube. So, oh, thank you for this horrifying image. I didn't like it. I had to go back to sleep after that. Had to tuck my feet under my blanket.
Other movies coming out soon. All my picks are playing right now. So, but Madison has Borderlands.
Yep.
And also
I have Back to Black as well, which
and
rip.
also The Crow.
Yeah.
That's not projected to do well either. And Trap comes out tonight. And they're hiding the reviews, so we'll see.
Isn't that Saw movie?
No. It's about the serial killer at the concert with his daughter.
Oh, yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan. And we also got another wide release. Justin's favorite movie of the year. Harold and the Purple Crayon, baby.
God.
If that makes the top 10, I will legitimately quit.
I will commit Scooter Ankle.
I don't get it. So that was the box office segment. Maybe next week, or I'm sorry, a week after next week, we'll talk about Deadpool and Wolverine.
Because Justin needs a week break.
I didn't say Justin. It could have been you or me.
It was Justin.
Yeah.
Hopefully we remember Deadpool and Wolverine by then.
Time to talk about Always Sunny.
Yay.
So we watched, I'm now the host, we watched the first 2 episodes of season 1 of Always Sunny, which is, yikes, the gang gets racist, and Charlie gets an abortion. So, how did you fellas feel about those episodes?
I really fucking hated it. It was not funny. So the joke, I understand that the main characters are unlikable on purpose. And I was expecting that from day one because everyone was saying it's funny how these guys are assholes and they get their comeuppance.
Yes.
But the whole jokes that we get is this edgy stuff. Like the whole first scene of the first episode is like, haha, isn't it funny? These guys are racist and it's uncomfortable. And then they do that joke multiple times in the episode and it's never funny. And then, haha, one of the main characters gets raped by other dudes. It's funny because, A, gay.
Yeah.
2,
I will
rape.
say season 1, and it's going to be a real struggle to get through season 1.
Do I even want to?
Once we get to, I swear to you, on everything that I know, once we get to Danny DeVito,
it's
like
season 2. We gotta.
I know,
We're gonna finish
but it's
the
so
show after
worth
a
it.
whole month.
It's worth it.
It's gonna be even slower now. Actually, with 2 weeks recording the podcast, we can probably watch
It is
more.
worth. Well, yeah. Well, that's kind of slippery, so maybe we don't want to do that.
But you get 2 weeks to watch something.
Because we're just jam packing the week back with you're gonna be stressed again. You're just gonna go back to being stressed again. But once Danny DeVito joins that show,
You know when's the next when we're gonna actually watch?
this is
fucking
not
season 2?
what we're talking about right now.
No,
We are analyzing the
you're-
first 2 episodes.
You're the one who's bringing up Danny DeVito,
Yes.
and you said he comes in season 2.
Yes.
And we're not going to watch season 2 for potentially months, if not years from now.
Years. That's dramatic.
Well, okay. It's a possibility. When was the last time you won the wheel?
It did take us a while to get to Fargo season 2, but we did it.
Because
And
we
if
took
it wasn't
break
a
from the
stinker,
podcast.
if it wasn't a stinker,
Then
then we would have done. So we would have watched it even sooner if we didn't take that break. So when we get to season 2 of Always Sunny, once Danny DeVito joins in, it's like
So-
everything clicks.
So I have to
and
suffer.
it becomes an amazing show.
So I have to suffer through
The
this
first
horrible
season,
first season.
The first season does have its moments.
This
the
is-
first 2 episodes,
so,
garbage,
so
but
it's-
it does have
so
some
it's
good
like
moments.
BoJack Horseman.
It has a slow start. It's cursed. It's one of those good shows that is cursed with a slow start.
Okay.
I
But-
can't make
so
it.
you're-
I'm not
you're
making
not
any
defending-
excuses
you're-
for it.
You're not
No.
defending these 2 episodes.
No, I haven't from the beginning. I'm saying once Danny DeVito joins, he's like the missing piece to that show. And I respect the first season first for nostalgia reasons, and then also because it's like the building blocks to what the rest of the show is going to be.
That's the exact
You can already
same-
see Dennis turns into a fucking. I mean, this isn't really a spoiler because it's just his personality in the show, but he turns into a fucking psychopath. One of the best represented psychopaths on television.
This is the exact same excuse you gave to Scooby-Doo 2002 for why it was good.
I have actual legitimate reasons for liking Always Sunny.
Okay.
And we will get to them if we continue to watch the show. Things devolve in such a crazy way that it looks nothing like the beginning of the series.
So you're not defending these 2 episodes. We're good.
No,
on
I'm
that.
not defending this season. I'm saying I am a little bit because of, nostalgia and also the reason that I already listed. But suffer through this and just get to Danny DeVito. Please. It is so worth it.
I didn't mind the episodes that much, and I guess that's more so because I just really don't mind edgy humor. I'm a millennial, and I kind of grew up with that as a core part of my teenage years.
I love edgy humor.
I did.
But
I
there's-
like edgy
the
humor when
jokes
it's
are
done
not
right.
Funny. Oh, well, he's thirsting after this waitress. Is this gonna be Charlie's entire joke throughout
Yes.
season 1?
I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil it for you. The entire series, Charlie has an obsession with this waitress, and it's
No,
not
no, no,
gonna.
Entire series?
No, not the entire series. There is a
Oh, come
little. There's a little thing, and then it's all spoilers, so I can't say anything. But
I lost
Shit
respect
happens.
for him after he had that beautiful woman, and then he's like,
these are people you're not supposed to be rooting for.
oh, I'm sorry.
They don't do a good job with that. They do a way better job at that exact thing later on in the series when they hit their stride.
Okay.
But right now, it's kind of like I think it started as just a college project with Glenn
But-
Howerton and Rob McElhenney. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, it was just like a college project. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but
Well,
you know.
we gotta get to the books, guys. We gotta have our own edgy pilot for FX and Disney. This being a Disney show is hilarious.
Yeah, it was a product of its time, which
So
I
it gets
understand
less edgy.
is not an excuse, but it
Well, when did Disney acquire
does.
FX?
I mean, it gets
2019.
better at
Oh,
edginess.
So this started in 2005, so this was pre-Disney.
It's still funny.
They're still pretty edgy in the later seasons. I think they get better at it. Like it gets really good. And then the later seasons, like around 10 and above, are probably not their best work.
Okay, so Justin, you kind of barely gave your thoughts. What do you think of episodes 1 and 2?
We didn't even talk about the episodes.
Do we need to? Do we
I
know?
mean, not really.
Do we really need to go into specifics of
If you've seen
Well-
Always Sunny, you know what we're talking about.
the gay bar?
So every other show we
Boys are
go
out
into
tonight,
specifics,
huh?
and for this one
It's
we're not.
important. No, because it's important. We didn't go into specifics with Xavier because that was a fucking hectic show.
Yeah, any comedy show, it's kind of just like
And like,
there's no. I mean, we'll get into
can
plot
just
points
say-
later, but
Oh,
the first 2 episodes of a series is
look,
kind of like
it's a serialized show.
whatever.
Fine. the gang gets racist is they're trying to get more promotion for their bar and they want more representation.
No, they don't want. They want to get ladies, and he has connections that they think that they can exploit. It's not representation.
So they end up accidentally turning their bar into a gay bar because the person that is their connection happened to be gay, and they did not
isn't
know.
That funny? He's gay.
Anywho, they roll with that for a bit until fucking Dennis ends up sleeping with two gay dudes and doesn't want to do the gay bar thing anymore. Boom, there you go. That's the episode.
Well, there was more stuff that happened, but
those are subplots.
It's not funny.
Subplots aren't that important. D was trying to get with the gay man that they had as their connection, not realizing that he was gay. Because he's in her acting class, and he's like, I thought you knew. I'm in your acting class.
It's funny
because male actors are gay. All of them. No matter who they are, if you're a male actor, you are gay. That's just how it is. I'm sorry that you have to find out this way.
I say, how many episodes are in this season?
7.
7? I say we just sweat it out the next 2 weeks. Get through it. Maybe find some good... I feel like... I can't say this for sure because it's been a while since I've watched the first season personally, but I feel like there are some gems in there and some, like, because there has to be a reason why this show has been on the air
because
for what, 20 seasons?
People like edgy shit that makes fun of like the democratic perspective, because 2.5 Men was one of the most popular shows on television.
I hate 2.5 Men
because it was misogyny.
I hate 2.5 Men so much. It's annoying.
That is the appeal, partially.
I think they do a good job in their best seasons of kind of riding the line. Kind of like how South Park did, where it's like making fun of both sides.
How did this get a second season?
Because you'll see in some episodes they'll split up. Like, half the group will be on this side, which is, like, the popular Democratic vote, and then the other side will be the popular, like, conservative point of view, and they'll battle through that, and there's a lot of comedy in that. And it gets better!
Like in episode 2.
I promise you.
In episode 2.
Episode 2, Charlie gets an abortion. Charlie is told by someone that he slept with at some point in high school or something.
I think it was in high school.
Or after high school, maybe, that she had a kid and the kid is like 10 years old and that it's his kid. Blah, blah, blah.
And I already like this episode better than the previous.
I mean, it's kind of hard
Slight improvement, but it's still there.
Like, the jokes are less, like, forced now, but I still wasn't laughing. It's better than episode 1, because... I see more of the vision. They
started out, and let's not pass by season 1 or episode 1 without pointing out the elephant in the room.
Just
and that
trying to summarize the episode here, please.
That is
summarizing our opinion.
Charlie saying the N-word.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. That.
Something that and there's later episodes that we actually won't be able to watch even if we do get to them where there is blackface.
What?
Yeah, there's banned blackface episode. It's them making fun.
What is he, Drake?
The one is making fun of blackface, but it still shouldn't have been done.
What?
When they're making a movie?
No, I was talking about Dee's character, the Spanish woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's not worry about that. We got episode 2.
Episode 2. So Charlie goes to meet this kid and spend some time with him, and this kid is a shit-ass kid. Because, of course he is. Meanwhile, Mac is trying to get laid from
conservative.
From people that are pro-life.
Yes, they did a racism episode and an abortion episode right out the gate.
How topical, right?
So
I mean,
Mac,
they're brave. I'll
so-
give them that.
Mac then sleeps with this woman that's pro-life, and he goes and tells Dennis, like, hey, some of these chicks are really freaks that are, on the pro-life side.
Freaky deaky.
And then Dee decides that she's going to go to the pro-choice rally. There's two fences set up. Each side is, whatever side you want to be on. Dee's going with pro-choice. And she's like, well, Dennis, who do you think is going to have more women? The one that's, not telling them what to do with their bodies, or the one that is? And he's like, you know what? You got a point. I'm going to go pro-choice. And, he tries to find women to hit on there. The women are not receptive because, fucking creep hitting on women at a fucking pro-choice rally. What a weirdo. So then he's like, fuck this. I'm climbing to the pro-life side to try and get laid. And then everybody on both sides just starts throwing eggs at each other in front of an abortion clinic, which, if you can't see the irony there, then
So
goodbye.
I mean,
Yeah.
the way you're describing it is funnier than the show itself. It's just the comedic timing isn't there.
They're still young. This is baby. This
It
is
should be
baby
fun-
era.
It should be funnier when they're younger because they have more energy.
I will
So-
say, in the second episode, I do like Charlie as a father, because I like the one scene where
Oh yeah, when he gets him drunk.
no, listen, there's the one episode or the one scene where him and Dee are on the elevator and he's like rambling about the kid and like how he's gonna fucking stomp him. And she's
And
like,
him and the
"Are you
kid
almost 30? Are you almost 30?"
Yeah, him and the kid are arguing, and she's like, "Are you 30? Are you almost 30?"
And then there's the scene where Charlie's opening the bar and the kid's fucking squabbling again. And he's like, "I will smash your face into a jelly!" That was funny. Come on.
I'm sorry, but no.
So anyway, Charlie finds
Justin liked it.
out the kid's not even fucking his. It's his dad
Yep.
left 6 months ago.
We're going through the entire episode.
Yeah,
Yes.
because I'm summarizing so that people fucking understand what the hell the show is.
Oh yeah, spoilers for everything else that we're gonna be covering. I forgot.
Yeah, this show's
Well-
from 2005, so if you've never seen it before, too bad.
Too bad. You clicked on the video. Why the fuck are you here?
Maybe they were here for Deadpool and Wolverine.
Spoilers ahead for fucking only yesterday, which we will talk about in a minute. Back
Okay.
to Always Sunny.
So, what are your ratings for the first 2 episodes?
Episode 1 is a 2 out of 10.
Jesus.
Fair.
Episode 3 is a 4 out of 10. Episode 2 is a 4 out of 10.
I want to say
Like the rape joke, send it to the bottom. Also,
yeah.
For me-
Yeah.
Also, episode 2 had one of the worst finishing gags I've ever seen. Hey,
With the guy?
You're this kid's father, right?
Why? What? I thought that was a little funny because it's like, wow, that really is that
Well-
guy's kid.
Yeah. You know where he gets it from. I'll say for me, 1 is
Max is dying inside right now.
because of the dog.
Partially.
Well, the dog and also this discussion.
For me, 1 is a 5. I can feel Max shooting daggers at me right now.
What?
And 2, I'm gonna give 2 a 6.
What do you?
I'm gonna say, because I do know it's so impossible, because I know how good the Always Sunny episodes get, where like, I'm gonna be calling a majority of these like 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I will be, not season 1, but when we get into the, just wait. You don't even know. When Danny DeVito gets here, you don't even know.
Okay. Well, see you in 4
You need
months,
to have
guys.
faith. You need to have faith for real. Because look at the scores for these episodes. Look at
I'm not.
Always Sunny
I'm not trying to be influenced.
in order.
So, what's your ratings, Madison?
I'm going to say the racist episode is that's literally what it's called.
The racism episode.
is a 3 out of 10. And then, oh god, I don't think I could put it as a 3. I think that really needs to go out of 2.
Like, what
And
a
then I
horrible
think-
for me.
And then I think Charlie gets an abortion, which is that's kind of a clickbaity title in retrospect. That's probably a 3 because it's probably a little bit better, or like a 2.5. Maybe I could do 3 and then 3.5 for Charlie gets an abortion.
Now,
I think I'll do that.
I realized an issue with the format. I'm too nice. I don't like to give up shows too easily for the show. I should be more mean.
But you're gonna say that we can continue with it?
Well, it's still a vote process, right? If I get outvoted, doesn't matter. So, episode 1 and episode 2 were torture. So, I'm going to say if I hate the episodes, I'm going to vote against it. For right, like, because I'm too nice.
You're giving it a second chance.
Well, dude, it doesn't matter.
I think because the next.
So,
How much are we watching? If there's 7 episodes and we watched 2 already.
So 10 on our original schedule, it would have been 3.
So we just need to watch 5 episodes. We can finish out this season in 2 weeks. I think we could do that.
Or 2 and then 3.
Because they're 20-minute long episodes.
Yeah, we're gonna go home tonight. I'm gonna take one of those cookies, and then we're gonna watch at least 2 episodes.
Hell yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see you in 2 weeks when we finish the first season of this show.
I'm going to eat the entire big cookie.
It was pretty shit.
Plenty of fucking cookies. We didn't talk about one yesterday, or only yesterday.
We got. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, you thought we were done?
No, you sounded like you were wrapping up.
No, what do you mean?
It sounded like you were wrapping up.
We're wrapping up the segment.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's. All right.
So we watched a movie this week.
Justin, do you want to bring us in? He's the one that liked this movie the least.
Oh,
So,
I
this'll
believe in yesterday. I did not like this movie.
Well, so we watched a movie this week
Called Only Yesterday.
directed by Takahata, his second movie that we have seen for the show.
And his second movie that I have not enjoyed.
Well,
Yippee!
The Grave of the Fireflies is a great movie.
I didn't enjoy that movie, but for the opposite, it was a good movie. But I didn't enjoy watching it.
I
don't know who would.
So we have watched. So our Ghibli option, as we've been going through the show, we've mostly watched Miyazaki films, and recently you guys have experienced the first Takahata film,
Yes.
and why he's such a different director than Miyazaki. This movie is his second film for the studio, and so who wants to begin the discussion?
Fuck that dad.
No context.
The
You can start since you enjoyed it the most.
Okay. So the movie's about a 20-something woman named Taiko, and she is going on a 1-week vacation to her sister's extended family's farm, since she likes to visit the countryside and get her hands dirty. It gets her excited about life, despite her family egging her on to get married, settle down. She doesn't really care about any of that. She just wants to enjoy her life. As she's going to the countryside, she starts to reminisce on her memories of her childhood and how they affected her decision in life, and how she feels kind of aimless, and how everything that happened as a kid made her the adult that she is today, and her experiences and what she wants out of life. And I, like Justin was alluding to, I actually think this is kind of brilliant. I think that watching this was just one of the most relatable movies I've ever seen, and that's crazy to me.
Yeah, it did have a very realistic family dynamic, for better or for worse.
You know, being on the spectrum and like people talking about me in certain aspects, and like how the kids interacted in the school setting, and also thinking about where I am in life and how I want to approach where to go. Like all this was like, holy shit. Like I feel seen. I like it's also like incredibly interesting to see how her childhood relates to how she is feeling right now. I do think the excuse to lead into some of these childhood scenes, because she's going to the farm, and whenever she would, do something there that reminds her of her childhood, she'll, tell a story to someone. Sometimes it feels jarring, but I feel like the childhood stories are kind of the highlight of the movie. They're charming and like very realistic, but you like this girl and you want her to get out okay, and you know that she's going to be okay. But like again, it's just so relatable. I felt bad for her through her situations, despite the fact that like it's not that big a deal. But when you're a child, certain things are a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, those, like, losing the opportunity to be in probably a life-changing play,
That
kind of sucks.
So fun fact, I was offered an opportunity to do a TED Talk, not to do a TED Talk, but to like work on one. And I was told no. So
damn.
Yeah, this is when I was in middle school as well. Holy shit.
So you actually have a story to relate to this.
And plus, like, oh god, those fucking girls who told the other girl that
oh my god, they were fucking obnoxious. They were just running back and forth, causing drama.
Yeah, that happened to me in fucking middle school. Like, what the fuck? I hate that.
I had a similar situation to that. I had somebody come up to me, like somebody. I didn't talk to anybody in this school because I thought they were all annoying. But
the entire population.
These two random popular girls come up to me, and they're like, this random, like, kinda nerdy kid likes you. I've never even, like, looked at this kid before. So I'm like, what the fuck
he likes
does this
vibe.
matter to me? Okay, let him like me then. The fuck? Are you trying to play matchmaker?
So to summarize my opinions on the film in general, I think a very wholesome. I love the animation because it's switching between these two styles. We have our main style with the adult version, and then when you go into the childhood segments, it's more sketchy and faded out, and the backgrounds most of the time like aren't even like filled out all the way because
I noticed that, but I didn't connect that to
like everyone,
it being the memories.
And all the kids are like so pale in comparison to how they are. Like that's such a good detail. I don't know if this is the best animated film. No, Kiki for sure, because the flying. Yeah. I will always like call into detail. Like there's a shot of her like flying up, and it's just a single shot, or her dropping down, and you can feel like the weight of that broom like instantly go, like the animation. That's great. But I feel like for what this movie had to do, it's very stylistic and works for me. But of course,
we have some haters.
What did you guys think of the movie? And then we'll get into specifics.
All right.
All right then.
First thing I'm gonna call out, and I know her childhood is supposed to be set in like 1966 or whatever the fuck. They get their pineapple for the first time, and her sisters don't like it, and she kind of likes it. Actually, I don't even know if she likes it because the faces she was making while she was eating it says that she doesn't like it.
Yeah, she didn't like it. It was hard.
Yeah.
Wait, so like they just don't like pineapple, or like when it gets overripe, it's hard, or when it's underripe, it's too hard?
And that dumbass dad was like, "Oh, don't eat those 3 tiny slices of pineapple. You'll get sick."
Yeah. So like, first of all, it's fruit. 3 pieces of fruit is not going to make you sick.
Yeah, it's like 99% water, dumbass.
My second gripe I have is directly after that. They're like, "Oh, I guess the banana is still king of the fruits." No, the fuck it's not. No, the fuck it's not.
That's why Justin doesn't like this movie.
Who has ever said the banana is the king of fruit?
Well, banana. People love bananas. What's your favorite fruit?
My favorite fruit is probably banana, if I'm being honest.
So, see,
I'm not shitting
What-
on pineapple.
what's your favorite fruit?
Definitely not
Justin?
as much as
we
they
should
were.
be doing a fruit tier list. Say it. Banana
See,
hater.
I don't know if I have specifically a favorite
So
fruit.
why are you complaining that their favorite fruit is banana?
Because for me, banana's like towards the bottom of the fucking list.
What are you,
Nah, I
what are
fuck
you,
with
fucking
banana.
Weirdo? What's wrong
Banana
with
and peanut
bananas?
butter dipped in
You
chocolate.
Can, you can
The
do
fuck?
so much
I'm
with
good.
bananas.
I'm good, okay?
Okay.
Banana is... No, it has to be, like, perfectly fine on its own. No substitutions, no adding shit to it.
What's
Good
wrong
by
with
itself.
What's wrong with the banana?
Good by itself.
What's wrong with the banana?
It's mid at
I'll
best.
eat a banana
No,
by
you're not
itself.
giving me
Now this
details.
podcast is about fruits. We're talking about fruits. So
What's
bananas...
wrong with the banana? You're not giving me any details. You're just saying it's mid.
Bananas are mid at best. There are so many things that taste way better than it. I like
You're not
bananas.
saying
Listen,
what's wrong with them.
I'm telling you, the flavor's not that great.
Okay, there's other elements to fruit than flavor.
That's the whole experience. What are you talking about?
So, like, you open it with the peel. That's fun. The texture, it ages. So
It's
it has
fun
a
to
different
open it
taste.
like a fucking monkey.
It's
Yeah.
easy to eat. It's the cheapest fruit by far.
Also, here's the thing: like they evolutionize as they age, so they get sweeter as they get older.
I definitely love pineapple way more than banana. I fucking love
but
watermelon more than
banana
banana.
bread, dude.
Shush. I love watermelon more than banana. I like plums and peaches better than
Plums
banana.
and peaches.
Yes.
Ass.
No,
Plums
they
and
are
peaches
not.
are ass.
You are both fucking insane. You need to be locked up
Nah,
in a
their
mental
texture-
institution.
Texture's atrocious, and they got that ball in the middle.
Y'all both need to be locked up in a mental institution, just like Tycho. Full circle, we're back to the fucking movie.
Bananas are the king of fruits. Fuck
No,
you.
no, absolutely not.
Okay, so what is the king of fruits? What is your queen?
I'm gonna say pineapple. Fuck you.
Maybe it was out of season when they got it.
It-
It's rare
that
in
shit-
Japan, apparently.
That shit was definitely not ripe yet because it was fucking green when they cut it. Green.
Yeah, I don't know why they decided to cut it then. That shit
Because
was
they didn't
bright
know.
green.
They didn't know.
Because the dad didn't fucking ask the guy
Yeah,
at the store.
Then maybe don't get pineapple if you're gonna
It
eat it
was-
like an
But,
asshole.
well, she wanted it. Taiko wanted it.
I've never been this heated about fruits.
So
I want fruit salad now.
I love how we add even like your thoughts on the movie. You're just talking about fucking pineapple.
Yeah, because it pissed me off.
Okay.
My thoughts on the movie are that the dad specifically, but that entire family was hot ass.
Sorry,
was-
sorry, that's realistic.
I think the dad's got some issues too, because like you don't fucking interact with hardly anybody except to say that this fruit sucks. And then you smoke a cigarette at the table, blow
Yeah.
your smoke in everyone's face while they're trying to eat.
And then tell your daughter that she can't pursue her dreams. And then
That-
get mad and worried because you're like, oh, she can't do her fractions. She's gonna be an idiot the rest of her life.
And then you smack her for not wearing shoes outside. Like,
Well, it wasn't just for the shoes thing. It was building up. Her being a little brat about the purse and then refusing to leave because she didn't have a purse. So the sister had to go back up into her room to get the purse while she was sulking on the floor. And then she's like, actually, I'm not going. And
oh my God, she had to walk up a flight of stairs to get a bag because a 10-year-old couldn't make up her mind.
And obviously he doesn't. It's not justified him hitting her in the face. I'm just saying, like, obviously she was being a little bratty there.
No shoes?
They
Fucking
stopped their
ridiculous.
entire plan for that day.
Yeah, because he fucking smacked her so hard she had a swollen face that she had to put ice on.
Whole breakdown.
So, back to the movie. So overall, before we go into specifics, what did you guys think of it?
These slice of life movies, I just don't enjoy too often. Go fuck yourself, showing me Banana Couch.
I can send you Banana Couch so you can put it in the podcast.
No, stop it.
That's gonna be the fucking thumbnail.
Um,
The king of fruits.
when it comes to these slice of life movies, I just don't. Seems like I'm not getting into them too much. At least not from Takahata. My God, I could not keep up because they show
I kind of like adult
sh-
Ghibli, if I'm being honest.
they show her fucking childhood for the first hour of the movie, and then it just abruptly cuts to her going to pick flowers.
It
and I'm
wasn't
like,
the
is this
first
gonna-
hour of the movie.
It was an hour.
It flips back and forth.
Yeah, it did flip. She was at her job,
It showed
and then
her-
she was moving to the country. She meets
It showed
Toshio.
10 seconds of her adult life, and then the rest of that is her childhood for the first half of the movie.
It's cutting in between of her on the train, and then going to the countryside, and then her meeting this guy who's kind of boring, and then eventually, like it's mostly front loaded with the childhood scenes. I do agree, but let's not act like it was only that.
It was
The childhood
99%
parts
that.
are, and they're the best parts of the movie.
I will say that.
So
Yeah,
why are you even complaining?
he doesn't
Ooh,
like
just not.
life.
Drama.
I don't like slice of life. There you go.
You don't like cutesy stuff. You want to see gore and people dying and guns.
I want to
He didn't
see-
like Grave of the Firefly.
Do you know how much better Kiki's delivery service would have been if there was fucking people shooting at her while she's trying to fly?
She saved people from a blimp in the last
Yeah,
10 minutes.
because we needed
10.
action.
10 minutes is generous. You know it was 5 minutes.
So you want to get into specifics? Was there any scenes that you guys want to specifically talk about with? I guess let's start with the childhood segments, which are our highlights.
Just seems like everybody around her in her childhood was a bunch of asses.
Not everyone. There were
Except
some
for
kids.
except for the guy that she had a crush on.
Kind of forced on her. By
He
the
had
way.
he had a crush on her first, and then
Those fucking ass.
everyone's like, "Oh my God, he likes you. He likes you.
it happens.
Do you like him too? Even though I know you've never seen him before, but do you like him too?"
She had friends in school that were defending her. Like, hey, stop bothering our girl. Even though it's not the guy's fault. I felt bad for the kid.
I feel like at least the one girl was not truly her friend. What was her name? Suneko?
The one that was
The bossy girl?
Yeah.
I feel like she was kind of plotting on Taiko's downfall. Because, like,
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
listen, if you paid attention to her anytime that they were together on screen and she was standing behind Taiko, she was like kind of giving her that smirky look of like,
There's no way. No way that she's
Yeah.
planning on her downfall. What do you think her goal is?
I don't know,
The-
to see
the
Taiko
worst-
embarrassed.
The worst thing that she did was suggest that they eat all their food.
That girl was a bitch.
Yeah. Then
Like,
you got
mind
the
your business.
Then you got the boys fucking making fun of the one girl who was like maybe 10 pounds heavier than the other girls. And they're like, oh, if anyone was running in the hall and they ran into you, they would bounce off and go boing.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Yeah. The kids, they suck. And the adults did not give a fuck.
No.
Yeah, where the hell? I didn't see a single teacher in any of the flashbacks.
In that one class discussion scene, I saw an adult in the back corner.
Oh, in the back corner, not paying any attention.
He's like, I get paid minimum wage.
She's like, fuck it, let these kids do whatever they want.
They are the teachers now. So highlights. So Disney did not want to touch this movie with a 10-foot pole. They touched most of the other Ghibli movies. They skipped on this one for one tiny, really an insignificant reason. They talk about periods. Oh my god.
Periods
Because
and
it's a period
slapping and
Well, the slapping. That's fine.
Oh, the slapping's fine, but we
Yeah.
can't talk about period.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
Disney movies have a shitload of violence. What are you talking about?
and it's
Fair.
shown that it's not good that she got slapped. Well, she's like, well, that was the only time he put his hands on me.
Oh, that makes it better.
The only time he put his hands on me, and my mom didn't even speak up about it.
Yeah, 'cause she was scared of him. Clearly. Because he's the man of the house in 1960s Japan. Gender dynamics.
Gross.
But yeah, that scene was handled like very interesting. Because one of the girls tells the boys about periods existing. And she's been having periods for a while.
Yeah,
So she
since
doesn't-
4th grade.
So I thought it was like 5th or 6th grade.
They're
in
in
fifth
5th
grade.
grade. She said that she got hers in 4th.
Okay. And you know, she doesn't really care about it. It's like a part of life. But Taiko, obviously not having periods yet and thinking that Icky doesn't want to get bullied. Freddy's snot-nosed kids. She refuses to.
She's got a cough.
She wants to go to gym because she doesn't want to be accused of having a period.
Yeah.
That's sad. Like that might be pretty realistic in the grand scheme of things.
And then
It is.
she's gotta sit out for gym with the girl who's on her period, and then after gym, everyone's calling them the period pair.
Max thought that the family dynamic was realistic, but I thought the depiction of how, oh my god, and we didn't even talk about how the boys reacted to the periods.
That
was
Oh,
disgusting.
trying to look up the skirts.
That was another thing that Disney didn't want to touch. Sexual harassment.
Boys looking up their skirts.
That was disgusting.
Oh, you're on your period.
At least
Talking to each other. I think
At
you're on your period.
least it was. Why you so Cartman? At least it wasn't for sexual purposes. It was for hazing. It could have been worse.
The effect's the same. Well, it doesn't. I mean, I guess it is better to be laughing than be, seriously sexually advancing people, but it's still unwanted sexual advancement.
But I felt like a lot of the childhood scenes were just immensely relatable. Kids are little shits,
Yep.
and she is a little shit too.
Yeah.
She is, yeah.
Like, not even just the purse scene as we were discussing earlier, but like, for instance, like she hates a kid just for looking at her funny and being dirty. Though I do have a problem with that one because the kid never gets established before this final flashback. If he was in
Yeah, it is kind of like, who the fuck is that guy? Like, that could have been throughout this entire movie.
Like, I get why the flashback is there because it's like, oh, I might like this boring Dev Patel character. I'm thinking about my feelings because this dirty boy liked me. But still, kind of forced there. But again, the fraction scene, God, that made me feel.
Yeah,
God,
that part. As someone who's math stupid.
as someone who has a hard time understanding things.
Yeah.
Plenty of
about
autism
you?
jokes thrown my way.
Don't look at me. I've always been good at math.
Oh, fuck you. Bro, anybody good at math is a fucking
So you're telling
fascist.
me? So you didn't relate
Well.
to this movie?
No, because I'm not a 10-year-old girl or
You're
a
telling
20-something-year-old farmhand.
Dude. So you're
I
telling
mean,
me
I don't
you
think
never
there's a
had
lot-
crush in school? You were always good at your math?
You
You
I
never
never,
was-
had dreams
I
that
was
you
always-
weren't able to accomplish?
I was always good at math.
you never had problems with your family?
You never got slapped in the face for being a brat?
Oh. Let's talk about it. This is a safe space.
I'm not talking about my home life and childhood on this podcast. That's not
On the
happening.
internet.
that's not going out to the world.
Justin
Sorry.
was taken out back and shot.
Ah, yes, several times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he lived.
Anytime I didn't finish a race.
It's so I mean,
Biscuit. Gotta put you down.
there were a couple unhinged moments. So
The bath scene. I
for
understand
an
cultural
as
differences.
an American adult, it's like, oh, you can just do that.
that
at
would never
least-
fly to
at
have
least they didn't-
underage people.
At least they didn't draw any detail whatsoever, so it just kind of looked like she was
Yeah.
made of clay going into water.
And then she passes out because of the beauty of the spring and nearly dies.
Yeah, that was a little dramatic.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
That's some
Though,
weak-blooded shit.
dude, when she was alone in the fucking school, like brought me right back to choir class, where the entire senior drama and theater club went to Disney World, paid like the $3,000 that was needed,
Christ.
and like, oh, we had so much fun at Disney, and I'm like, well, I'm here, by myself
Damn.
in the dark
They got
watching
the-
Indiana Jones.
Your school got to go to fucking Disney World?
There are two occasions.
And then
we only went to
people-
DC.
people
Fuck.
were gonna just pay and go there, and they told them that they can't do that because they wanted it to be cheaper because they could get there for less than $3,000 if they just went there by themselves.
and there was two.
But if they did that,
senior-
you weren't allowed to associate with the other people.
That's super dumb as fuck. But there was two different trips to Disney World. One for the choir and drama kids, and then one for the senior trip. And I didn't go to neither. But fuck you, I worked at Disney World for 6 months. So put that in your blowhole.
Okay.
That was probably a better gig anyway. I mean, you got paid to go to Disney.
Yeah. As for the adult segments, they're not as good as the childhood segments, but I still found her, like, what she's trying to go for in life, how she's kind of drifting aimlessly, finds things to, distract her for a time, to be interesting. She, works at the farm, and I don't care about organic farming. Sorry, Deb Patel. You can explain organic farming for 10 minutes. I don't care. But there were certain moments in there that were interesting. Like, they had to do this whole process of making this plant so they can make dye. And
That was interesting. That felt like girlhood because it was all the women on the farm.
There was also men.
Some men.
Also,
It was mostly the old ladies.
if anything, so I will give respect to that guy at the end of the movie. Like, the women are like, you should go marry Deb Patel. You love him, right? And the guy's like, why are you trying to force her into this relationship? She doesn't know if she wants to do that. Like, she has a whole life outside of here, you guys know. And they're like, well, you gotta pursue love. Like, that's not practical in real life.
That is not how you get somebody together.
Yeah. Of course, she leaves after that in the rain.
Yeah.
It's very dramatic.
I wonder where she got it from.
Her
No
father.
shoes.
No
No-
shoes.
shoes!
The play scene made me feel so sad. God.
Yeah, and then that bitch ass other girl getting it instead, and she's not allowed to talk to her about it because her mom's like, "That's not polite."
Well, if you don't want the other girl to feel bad.
Fuck that girl. That was my spot, and my bitch ass dad didn't let me do it.
No showbiz.
No showbiz. No shoes. That sounded like the SpongeBob painting.
Shoes.
All right, wrap it up. I give this movie a. Well, it was third from the bottom in terms of our Ghibli list.
Well-
I think the bottom was Fireflies and
No, your bottom was.
oh no,
Born Inherent.
yeah, Spirited Away because it was eliminated, and then Boy in the Heron.
Eliminated. What does eliminated mean?
It means I fell asleep, so I'm not able to accurately rate it.
Then don't put it on the list.
I said it was eliminated. That's why it's on the bottom.
Eliminated means that it's been eliminated from the show because it's so bad.
That's not what that.
Okay, so what does eliminated mean?
Then let's say.
In fact, let me look up the
let's
definition.
say not applicable. Not.
That's better.
Applicable.
Well, I'm still gonna look up the definition of elimination because.
Oh my god.
Justin.
Yeah, we got grammar Nazis.
Synonym execution.
The complete removal or destruction of something.
Yeah.
The expulsion of waste matter from the body. You know what?
Elimination means taking a shit. I'm sorry, I just eliminated all of your toilet.
My words aside, this movie's probably
I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
Jesus.
I can't.
What do you
give it
mean,
a-
Jesus?
I give it like a 4.
How- What? It's below average? Wait, what would you give like Boy and the Heron?
No, I'd say. I didn't really like Boy and the Heron.
But it's not below average.
No, I wouldn't say below average. That's being too mean. I'd say 6 out of 10.
For which one?
Both. I'd say Boy and the Heron is 6. If Boy and the Heron is a 6, then this is a 6.5.
Which rounds out to 3.5 stars on Letterboxd. AKA 7. So.
I'm giving it a 5.
Okay. But, I mean, you want to give more detail besides the fact that you don't relate? And also fucking pineapples?
I know how good and nostalgic and vibey that Studio Ghibli movies can get. And I just don't get that with the Takahata. I don't get that with these movies. They do show adult Ghibli, which is something that I'm very interested in, but
there is more.
I don't know. I liked Fireflies more than this one, definitely.
That movie punches you in the gut.
That's what I like about it. I like emotion.
So
I like feeling something.
Well, so the next movie on the Ghibli option is not Takahata. We're back to Miyazaki, baby. So we're gonna go to the wheel. Thank you guys for sharing your opinions, and also Justin, king of haters over there.
Wheel time. No, it's time for me to be a hater because this fucking wheel.
Well, so the next Ghibli film gonna be added to the wheel if it actually gets picked. I'm going to laugh so fucking hard. That negative karma towards you, Justin, would finally hit you.
I guess
after winning so much.
I can't complain because I do still have Always Sunny. So even if I don't get my way this week because the wheel is propaganda and slander.
So the Ghibli film that's replacing Only Yesterday is Porco Rosso, which is about a former World War I spy who gets transformed into a pig, played by Michael Keaton.
Wow. Can't wait. I'm going to love that movie.
So my suggestion is a movie that came out this year from the guys who made Ready or Not and the new Scream movies. I'm putting on Abigail because it looks like a fun time. It's on Peacock, which I can share. Not my Peacock, but this.
All right.
I don't have a Peacock. I have the streaming app, Peacock. AKA
I thought you were taking that in a different direction.
Madison, shut the hell up.
You said you can't share your Peacock.
What do you think a Peacock is?
Not a P.
Yeah, I don't have a Peacock.
Not touching that.
Do you guys,
Too easy.
Do you guys not know what a peacock is?
Too easy. What is a peacock then? What is?
It's a bird, first of all.
Yes.
That's not what a. Okay.
But
Bad joke. Bad
What?
joke. Moving on.
This is the most Justin smiled all day.
I need a little bit of smiling after the fucking fruit debate.
No, that was great. That's gonna be
It was-
entertaining.
Good content. We're gonna gain subscriber.
So yeah, the Abigail's my suggestion, and then Porco Rosso is the Ghibli option. Madison, actually, I'll save her for last. Justin, your suggestion last week was Bong Joon-ho's Snowpiercer, as well as the chaos pick of Suicide Squad 2016.
I'm staying with Snowpiercer.
Madison, you have two picks. You get your chaos pick.
My regular pick will be Silence of the Lambs, and my chaos pick will be Step Brothers,
Fuck you.
of course. And hopefully this week's the week, because we can watch the rest of Always Sunny, and then we can watch Step Brothers. That would
I
be fan-fucking-tastic.
I would kill myself.
Sorry to the people that don't like
Actually,
me
I
cursing
shouldn't,
on
I
this
shouldn't
show.
say that. I could get canceled for that. So, elimination style. Which movie will remain? Let's start with. Oh, it's not. It doesn't have volume. Okay, and the first movie eliminated is.
Silence of the Lambs.
Oh,
I'm fine with that.
okay, I got it.
I swear to God, if it's Step Brothers, this is going to be a problem.
I got it. Fix the wheel. Wait, is all the options? Yes, it is. Got 4 options left. The volume's not on. Okay, there we go. Abigail is gone.
Fine.
Said. Oh, wait, I got the volume. I already said it every time. Say goodbye to Snowpiercer.
Hell yes. Let's go, baby. Come on.
So what are we down to?
Ghibli or
Porco
Step Brothers.
Rosso
I
and
swear
Step
to God.
Come on, you never pick me, please.
Madison's running gag could end here, or a new running gag.
And it would
Continue.
either way, I'd be fine.
Okay, I'm not even gonna look. This is gonna be.
My reaction will tell you. Son of a bitch!
There's no way! Look at his. Look at his face.
I said I am up for it. If Justin is getting tired of the Ghibli movies, I am fine with going with Step Brothers. I'm just putting that out there. And if we are a true democratic society here, we will put it up to a vote. So who wants to watch?
Wait.
Who wants to watch Porco Rosso?
Wait.
Rosso? Porco Rosso?
Okay, remember, this is karma, because remember when I said Madison keeps not getting her option. And you know what this guy said? Fuck her. It's the wheel that decides. How
Yeah.
does it feel now?
And then
I
it
still feel that way.
backstabbed him with the Ghibli option.
I still feel that way.
I'm saying
I'm definitely tired
I was
of fucking-
second best.
I'm definitely
wanna-
tired of Ghibli movies, but at the same time, I'm not requesting fucking respins.
I'm just saying, if you're tired of Ghibli movies, then we can just go with Step Brothers.
We're not doing that.
All you gotta do is say the word. You're only saying that out of spite.
Nope, we're not
You
doing
don't even
that.
want to watch
We're
the
not
Studio
doing that.
Ghibli movie.
No, I don't. But you know what? We're gonna fucking keep on pushing.
You're spiteful.
There's
You
no,
have hate in your heart.
there's-
We're gonna keep on pushing.
There's no way it's gonna do 4 in a row.
You fucking say that, but you also said there's no way it's gonna do 3 in a row. So
the gag is perfect. There's no way 3 in a row
I'm excited for Porco Rosso either way.
because it's back to Miyazaki.
Yeah,
You're going back into his loving
guys,
embrace.
we're gonna watch Step Brothers when pigs fly, right?
let's wrap it up then. I have
He's fucking done.
no more words.
Are you gonna be like a pig? I don't even know if he acts like a pig in the movie. I think he just acts like a dude.
I'm gonna turn into a pig and I'm gonna fly a plane into the ground.
All right, let's get home so I can eat the entire big cookie and we can watch Always Sunny.
Okay. So thank you.
You're welcome.
I was talking to my audience, but
Too bad.
thank you guys for listening. Justin is very upset.
He'll get over it.
He was upset before.
I asked for an upset and I was turned down by Justin. So he didn't have to watch the Ghibli film this week.
He's honorable.
He's
If he didn't accept my proposal to save you.
I have no self-respect. I will offer a cop-out every single time.
Porco Rosso is next week.
How do you say it? Porco Rosso?
Yeah, you said it perfectly.
Porco Rosso.
Yeah, and after
I
that,
thought it was Porco Rosso.
I kind of hope that we aren't gonna do 4 Ghibli movies in a row, because then we would have to watch another Takahata movie, and you guys know how much you love them. And this is the one where the raccoons expend their nuts to attack the humans
All right.
with Mr. Krabs.
So, Clancy's in it?
Yeah.
Whoever... Wait, what's his full name? I don't know.
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown, yeah.
He's going to attack people with his genitalia.
Bro, him... If you... I'm so sorry, but Dexter Nublo was terrible, but them getting Clancy Brown as the voice, or not the voice actor, but the actor for the Big Bad was the best thing that they ever did. Because
don't worry, they're making
watching
another one.
Mr. Krabs shoot somebody and then freak out about it was the best thing that I've
he was
ever
the villain in
witnessed.
Pet Cemetery too. Anyway,
Oh god, nobody watched that slop.
love you guys. See you in the next episode.
Yeah, bye.
Recorded in 2 weeks. We're gonna be seeing Deadpool and Wolverine, Porco Rosso, and the rest of It's Always Sunny. Goodbye. Fuck you. Pineapple, king of fruits, my aunt.